I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good morning. Welcome. It's afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manningsman. It is a wonderful Monday morning, bright and sunny. Lovely day it is. The day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be grateful and thankful for it. You understand me? Just want to remind you that in spite of life difficulties and challenges, you are designed with a purpose. You are not sent here on earth to find something to do, but there is something significant here on earth that demands your creation. Yes, indeed, it demanded your creation, and therefore the Most High God, He made you to come to earth and get something done. So I want you to find that and get it D-O-N-E. All right? Yeah, get it done. Whatever that purpose is, make sure you leave here having fulfilled that purpose. All right? Just want to remind you of that. Blessings to all of you again and again. Glad to have you. As usual, we ask you to do 3 things every time you come on this platform. Very simple thing to do. 1, make sure that if you are not yet subscribed, that you subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. Number 2, if you're already a subscriber, make sure you hit the like button. All right. And you also share the content with someone else so they, like you, can become a subscriber to that platform. All right. Now, I don't understand to my faithful subscribers. I said on Friday that I'm not going to say anything about Super Friday, Super Sticker, Super Chat. I just want to test and see if I don't do that, if people would. You know that the people, Baggio and Ricardo Baggio and them man there, no Super Sticker, no Super Chat on Friday. So today is Monday, so make it happen, all right? You can contribute to the channel by giving a Super Sticker or a Super Chat, you understand me? And if you do that, it will help with the efforts of I Am Sure Sports, and that is the channel, All right. So yes, indeed. So let's get ready to discuss some football. To keep you up to date with what is happening in sport, we're going to talk about some NBA as well. Though we don't have it in our topic today, we're going to discuss some NBA, and we're going to do that because guess what? Oh my lord, my New York Knicks are doing well, and Joel Embiid is not doing so well, which means my Knicks have a good opportunity of going to the second round. And I'm telling you, whoever we get in that second round is going home. So it means that it looks like in the East, my Knicks could possibly be playing the Celtics. Oh, ha ha ha. And that will be a fantastic, fantastic playoff series if it were to be that way. All right. So yeah, we go discuss that. We go talk about that. All right. Some basketball, but just letting you know, the Jamaica U18 team over there in Turkey, they lost their first game by 2-1. All right, so that's the Jamaica U18 team. Um, in their game today, they lost by 2-1. Let me just get some more info for you on that. Yeah, so lost by 2-1. We're gonna give you more information on that. All right. They lost the game. Hold on there. I was just surprised by early madness. Unseen, the man them ask you who score. What you mean? Some of these people like, what YouTube gone to? The man them ask you who scored the goal. You're gonna do a video on it, brother. Just tell the man who scored the goal. Yo, YouTube is crazy, man. Crazy, like crazy. But which do you want, Mannings? Celtic will destroy the Knicks. No way. Celtic cannot destroy this New York Knicks team. Celtics cannot destroy this New York Knicks team. If the New York Knicks meets the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, that's going to a game 7. Mark my word. This is I Am Sure Sports, and I am sure about that. In the same way, when we get to the EPL, if Arsenal beats Chelsea tomorrow, and if Arsenal beats Tottenham on Thursday, listen, here is what is going to happen. Arsenal will win the EPL. Okay? That is it. Remember, I am sure. Mark my words. Can you hear me now? All right? Remember. No, I never predicted. I never predicted that. I never predicted Calabar would win champs. I said, this is here for Calabar. It is here for Calabar. Yeah. All right. So big up to Unseen, right? So people, check out Unseen Sport, one of the real warriors out there, and show him some love. I know sometimes really agree with some of them things, but check him out, right? So the Jamaica team, so they conceded in the 8th minute of the game, I believe, and then they equalized in the 78th minute of the game. All right. And the team scored in the 90th in 2 minutes of time added on at the end of the game. But Jamaica got a penalty that would have tied it 2-2. And they also missed it as well. So if they had scored a penalty, it would have ended 2-2. You understand me? Yeah. Demo him now I try to depress me with Jamaica cricket team. Demo, me know why you're not about Jamaica cricket team. Where you try to depress me for Demo? Eh? Eh? Why are you trying to depress me, Demo, with news concerning the cricket, right? So Jamaica conceded early in the game. They scored in the 79th minute to equalize. It was 1-1. But in 2 minutes of time added on, the team took the lead against them. And then from there, the Jamaica team, they got a penalty that was missed. Check out Unseen Sports. He's going to be doing a video at some point today to give you details and of the game and all of that. So yeah, good place to go and follow what is happening there. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. What else you want to know? What else you want to know about that? Don't give you the scoreline already. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Penalty. Oh geez, who did we play? Let me tell you who we played. All right. I can give you the starting 11 that was used. Tawin Lynch started. Nashawn Bolt of Arnett Gardens. They had Javin Williams, who captained the team. Jason White, Humble Lion. O'Neill Headley, Chopperton Maroons. Dylan John. DeAndre Gallimore. Odin Wilberforce. Dunstan Cohen. Daniel Clark. And Justin McPherson. All right, those were the starters for Jamaica in this game, right? Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can. There you go. We played Saudi Arabia. All right. So that was the starting lineup for the game today. All right. So they played against Saudi Arabia. The game ended, like I said, 2-1 Jamaica. Missed a penalty late in that game. Let me just show you. I have a little clip here that I want to show you of what took place. So, but that don't mean hey, whatever. Hear this now. Man, my youth. The way I hear you deal with Arteta the other day, how on earth is he then going to win EPL? Going by what you said about him. Laugh out loud. And that you're going to tell you who said that, you know. And that you're going to tell you who said that, you know. KP, ease yourself, you know. Love my team, you know, boss. Love my team. Love my team, Mr. KP. Love my team. Man, me talk about your team, you know, because in a fight for relegation, you know, so watch yourself, you know. Big up yourself. But I'm going to show you a little video. It's not long of the penalty. I think this is the missed penalty by Jamaica. And this is, like I said, at the end of the game. If they had scored this penalty, then I'm telling you, Jamaica would have, they would have, oh my Lord, they would have tied the game. But tough luck, first game, not a bad performance. Want to big up big up Drew, aka Drew Fortis, 6 months of membership. Thanks for the support. All right, blessings. All right, respect. You understand me? Big up. Get all the drum roll to you know. Get all the drum roll for that. All right, so Jamaica lost to Saudi Arabia by 2-1. So watch this now. So let me see if I can show you the penalty. Trying to get some more clips and highlights for you. All right. So let's see if we can get this video. All right. So that was a penalty at the end of the game. If Jamaica had scored that penalty, all right. Yeah. So I think this is very commendable by the young team. I'm telling you, Lenny Hyde, the penalty was missed by Dunstan Cohen. All right, the Veer player. For a team that had limited time, like I said, under 18, I mean, kudos to coach Lenny Hyde and the staff and the players. They played, like I said, they played against Saudi Arabia. They have a couple more games left. This is a good experience, and I keep on telling people this is what I don't understand, you know. And I'm going to call out the next player now that I need to talk to. You remember what I keep on saying to people, and it's not because he's a managed player, right? But I cannot understand how, like, Javin Williams here now is captain in this under 18 team, and Javin Williams cannot make Jamaica U20. You understand me? I don't understand how Javin Williams cannot make the Jamaica U20, but he can captain. And I think that is part of the issue that keeps on coming up with the football. You understand me? That is part of the issue. I think keep coming up with the football. And I think this is going to yeah. I think this should give him okay. All right, I hear that. You're not hearing me clearly? All right, let's see what's going on. I don't know. Let me see. Let's check up the audio. No. Dum. No, man, maybe because it was a little bit far. All right, people. Are you hearing me now? Loud and clear? I don't know. Maybe I need to fix up the mic a little bit, the microphone a little bit. You understand me? So kudos to the Jamaican team. Would have loved if they had won the game. They didn't. But again, I think it's a commendable performance by the team, given the preparation time that they had. All right. So yeah. No, Raja Burrell. But remember, he was not part of the team before. That remember the under-20 team that went and played. It's not like he has improved. It is the same player playing in the, and he didn't make it. He didn't even get called to try out for the team. They didn't even look at him. All right. But let me say this: there's a next player that I think could have been a part of this team. I don't know if he was looked at or that he's been ignored. And I realize that for this player, he has been having a very difficult time of getting any looking into any of the Jamaican U teams. All right. I've never met the player personally, but I just want to talk about the player. No, they weren't being prepared over a month, Fresh God. They weren't being prepared over a month. I think they had around 3 weekends. Well, Raja Burrell, I really hope that he gets in this time. I really hope so, that they look at him, because I personally believe that he's one of the best center backs at his age in Jamaica. All right? Let me tell you this. The Blake and the other young player that was in the under-17, forgot his name, that is overseas now. Blake is a midfielder. I will tell you this. In center-back, Javin Williams is way more versed than Romain Blake. Romain Blake, to me, is a good CDM. The other guy named Michael Forbes, not better than Javin Williams. None of the center-backs are better than him. And that's my opinion. But I don't talk about it because I don't want Dixon. Not better than Javin Williams, if he had not gotten injured, would have been the starting center-back in the under-17 team that Dixon was a part of. Yeah, 3 weeks of training from Friday to Sunday. Fresh God, that's what they really had. Yeah, you understand me? So I think they never really had good, but kudos to Coach Lenny Hyde. Again, he's showing his, you understand me? His knowledge as a coach. But I have a player that I need to talk about. So Dunstan Cohen scored for Jamaica in the 78th minute. He also lost. He also missed the penalty in time added on. That would have given Jamaica the equalizer. All right. So Jamaica played Saudi Arabia. They will have They will play the rest tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, they play again on the 5th, on the 24th. But I'm telling you, no, he didn't go to Williams didn't go to KFA this season. No, that was last year. He didn't go. He went to KFA last season, was the MVP, and he then started playing. He played the Costa Cup for Mannings. All right. Then he played for Reno. He's a starting center back and the vice captain for Reno in Tier 2. Every game that is available, he has started for Reno in Tier 2. There's a next player on that team that the under-20 need to look at. His name is Rashawn Graham. He plays for Reno in Tier 2. He was they call him Neymar. He's a midfielder, play on the right, on the left, can play number 10, can play D-mid, can play right back, can play left back. He should be looked at for the U20. Whoever out there listening to me, because I'm going to talk a lot of things today. You see this other player named Zabir Taylor, that's his name. I've never met him, but I watched this youngster in a team where there was Brian Burkett, a team that had Reed in it. And this player still was a standout in that St. George's team. How he didn't get a looking for the under-20s, I don't know. Fine, maybe they think he's young. How he didn't get a looking for this under-18, somebody please explain that to me. I think for the corporate area, you see the person who is in charge of that scouting, they need somebody else alongside him. They need somebody else alongside him. They need somebody else alongside him because he has too much history. So if he's 17, he could have gone with the under-18 team that just left. He could have. No, man. This guy, Zabir Taylor, is a Rastafarian guy that played for St. George's. I don't know him and I've never met him. Like I'm saying that I can't understand how this youth couldn't play him never play under 15, him can't get in the under 17, him can't get in an under 18. But when he plays, he is exceptional. He was I don't know if his connection to Phoenix, but he's no longer at Phoenix and he's still not getting no. I don't know. This is a guy who trained with Mullines and he got some minutes at Mullines in the Premier League, you know, and don't get a look in. We need to look at it. So let me talk to what is happening now. I think the one scout like that is appointed or hired by the GFF, credit to him for doing the job. But here's what I'm saying. Because he has so much history with a lot of these players, I think he needs somebody else that is not so attached as a second eye to look at some of these talent. That's what I am saying. I'm not saying that he's doing anything wrong, but I think especially if we believe that majority of the footballing talent in Jamaica is in Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine, we cannot have one person in that large population. We need a next person that has the same level of power as the person who is in the position now to bring more balance to the equation. Listen to management, or else the perception of corruption going to exist. Brian, what I'm saying to you, Brian, the scouts, it's only one for Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine. There's one for the Western, one for East, and one for South Central. That's how they do it. So it's one person covering that area in terms of direct appointment by the JFF. But that's what I say, Brian, a 4 scout, but I'm talking about Kingston and St. Andrew has the largest population size, along with St. Catherine, when they are combined. Brian, man. Brian, then we don't know them things. Brian, man. When you listen before you type, Brian, you see them Chelsea fan, man. You see them Chelsea fan. Yes, them Chelsea fan are premature. Brian. Welcome Ian Campbell with the late news. Big up yourself. Brian. I am talking about the person who's responsible for the scouting in Kingston and St. Andrew. We believe that the largest amount of footballing talent. Oh! Hey, Rob Smith, leave that alone, you know. So I think, without calling any names, if you're going to be the leader in the scouting thing in Kingston and St. Andrew, I think you need more than one leader in that large area. I'm not really calling out the name of the person. All I'm saying is that one leader can't cover that entire area. You understand me? You need like a couple of persons leading in the corporate area and scouting. You understand what I mean? We can't have one leader. It's too big. We need multiple leaders in that particular block. Especially, it means I don't call anybody name. You might say, see me I call name. No, man. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we need help to the person who is presently operating in that capacity there. And here is why, because of his connection to certain educational institution, all right, and also his connection to particular clubs over the years, it is not wise, because in order to protect him from people making assertion that there is bias and corruption, it is good to have someone else alongside him so people can know that it is a collective decision and not just a one person. And I'm saying this in the light of Zabir Taylor. And maybe he's not the only one who has ignored this player. Like I said, I don't know this player. But I have had discussion with the scout, and I've said, Scout, listen, there is this particular player. There's this particular player at a particular school that can be a part of the program. And he had all of these things and calling coaches. It's very difficult for you to call and ask coaches. You just need somebody independent, because if I don't like a player, even if the player is good, I may not give the best representation of the player to the scout. And I think we need to look at protecting some of the persons in this scouting business from some of the possible corrupt thing. Yeah. All right. So let me say, Brian, you and I agree, Brian. That's what I'm saying, Brian, because it is strange that Adrian Reed and Brian Burkett played at St. George's, yet the other top player at St. George's doesn't get a look in. Like you said, when they played the Scholastic game, Javin Williams was the captain. They saw Javin Williams. They picked him. Michael Forbes was in that game. They saw him. The MVP was this player. And no one saw him. Something needs to be explained. And remember, I am not saying that the player is a must pick. I'm not saying that he's better. I'm just wondering, why hasn't he been given an opportunity to even try out against the players who are there? He needs to be looked at. We can't afford. We don't have enough talent. We don't have enough talent to miss out on talent. We can't do that. We can't. You understand me? Let me say it again. We don't have enough talent to miss out on the talented ones. We have to capture the talent. Here comes, oh listen, here comes trouble, here come the Rasta, here comes trouble, here come the leader. Leader, drop in the leader, bless up yourself. Leader, you need to call in and explain. What you said, do you realize it is easier to scout Kingston and St. Andrew than it is to do, say, Clarendon or Westmoreland? But leader, you just think yourself. Leader, if it is easier to scout Kingston and St. Andrew, why then are we missing talent in Kingston and St. Andrew? Leader, you always comment before listening, you know. We see, we here talking about the need to protect you, and hear what you came out and said. Eh? You leader? Oh my Lord. All right. Boy, may I tell you, you know. All right. Listen, leader. Listen. All right. You are free to call in if you think that, oh, leader calling. Leader, you know, say a WhatsApp if you call on, man. Your Wi-Fi now work? You leader? Your Wi-Fi now work, leader? Call upon WhatsApp now, man. I'm to leader, man. You call upon WhatsApp, man. You call upon. All right, we're going. Okay. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good up. I am interrupting your lunch. Hold on. First thing, you need to. I cannot interrupt your lunch. I did not put a phone to your ears. Your battery low, then plug it in and charge it then, man. Oh, no. They said that they're not hearing you, leader. Leader, they said they're not hearing you. No, hold on there. Let's see if we can get this set up right now. Tell me if you're hearing me. Let me call leader right now. Leader, I'm going to call you back. I don't know what's going on. Leader. Are you hearing me? All right. So let's see if we can get leader back on. He's back.
Hello?
All right. Are you hearing? Yeah, leader is back on. Just tell me if you're hearing leader. Yeah. I know you say
it take too long, but it just listen, I just want remember that youngster that you had yourself and Unseen had said.
Me and Unseen, no.
Needed
Me and Unseen never have no conversation about you with you.
No. Both of you called. Both of you called about this youngster.
No.
You did.
No.
Unseen did.
You and Unseen had a separate conversation. Do not.
And you and I had a separate conversation about the same youngster. But
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just make a point. Let me just make a point here now. I remember when I heard, I said, hold on. So as I said, I didn't even remember that this youngster actually got to, just to make you know, he was recalled. He was called. I didn't even realize that it was a recall, that he had already been, and he was already assessed, and already said that he was not up. But the good thing was, right, as I said, even before this, the doubts were there, but I remember that his club coach, school coach, etc., say he's decent, but not up to national. But hold on, let me finish up. This player was seen now by 2 foreign gentlemen that don't know him from Adam. And yet, after all of that, when the final selection was made, he was not chosen.
Okay.
So sometimes, hold on, let me just finish up. Sometimes we have to trust the judgment of people who have at least some sort of proven record of identifying talent.
Let me say this. Hold on. I have to say this to you. Do you know that Ricardo Gardner was sent home in Jamaica's football? No. Do you know that Raheem Sterling was turned down by Jamaica's football as a youth?
That Raheem Sterling, I know that exactly.
No.
People that was 14 years old went to under 17 camp, he would not have been picked.
No, hold on.
He was 14
it don't matter what you say. It don't matter.
I'm just saying, you can't use that.
Don't tell me
tiny,
that. Hey, listen. Hey, listen what I'm saying. Oh, so anybody who is 14 and tiny can make it. Hold on, leader. You see,
listen.
Leader, you see, here's the problem with you. You see, when you talk, you feel like you're the authority and things. So nobody's not supposed to talk about you.
But you're not giving me a chance to talk. Sterling is so fresh.
So I'm giving you more. I can give you a whole lot more players who are overlooked. So not because a coach is a big coach mean that them can't miss things. So find him the youth, get him chance. So you want to tell me no? So because what I know, leader, we are not having a show discussing that player, you know. We are having a show discussing, because 2 things I'm going to tell you. Jamaica turned down Raheem Sterling, and at the same age, Raheem Sterling went to England and made their under 17. The same time Jamaica turned him down.
Stop. That's a lie.
Oh, you tell me a lie. Hey, go and check it. Go and check when Raheem Sterling played under 17 for England. Hey.
I remember 19. Hold on.
Hey, leader. Hold on, man. Leader. You see, if I find out, I'm going to find the information and put it up now. It's when I put it up now, here's what you need to do. Because you just said that is a lie. I'm going to put up the information and show the people that Raheem Sterling, when he came to Jamaica, he was going to be 15. When he left Jamaica, he went to England and played under 17 for them. You said that is a lie. I'm going to put it up and show the people. And then when we do that, you come off of the show. When we do that, you come off of the show.
He was a, look here, you know what you need to do?
No, me go fit and show you. You say it's a lie. So if me can show you, me no want you call nobody, me have the information. Me go put it up for the people them see it. Me go put it up. Listen, let me put it up for the people them see it. Let me put it up for the people them see it. Why you don't want the people them to see it?
No, there's nothing to see. Hold on, let me call you back. You may make a quick call. I'll call you back in a minute.
Man don't want to put up the information. He want to go call man from Marvally. He man want to go call man from Marvally. You see this somebody I know. Remember, you know, we weren't discussing that player, you know. Him talking about a player named Jawa, you know. We're not discussing that player, you know. We're discussing Zabir Taylor, you know. And the man come on for the program, bring up a completely different player name, you know. And I make an argument that we never had discussed, you know. Hold on. The man said, so, him but you dead. So hold on, people. Raheem Sterling, England under 17. We can't find it, you know. Raheem Sterling. All right. England under 17. All right. Hold on. Let me put in under 17. Yeah. Under 17. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's go. No, I don't want that, man. I know that me want, man. Hold on there, man. Fresh got enough, me, you know, a leader, you know. A leader. All right. Is leader, sir. All right. So remember, you know, when Raheem Sterling came to Jamaica, Raheem Sterling is born in December. When Raheem Sterling came to Jamaica, he was going to be 15 because he came, right, leading into the summer. So in the December, he would have been 15. The tournament was the following year, not the year when he came to Jamaica. So it was going to be 16 in the year. Me don't know a leader I try to tell me. I don't know what leader I try to tell me saying. The man play under 16 for England. Between 2009 2010, he played 7 games and had 1 goal. In 2010 and 2011, he played 13 games for England under 17 and scored 3 goals. Raheem Sterling is born in 1994. So 2009, 2010, he was 16. Because his birthday is in December. Me no know what leader I tell me say. Come, Mr. Leader. Call your friend them. Call your friend them. Anyway, let's move on. People, until leader returns. Until leader returns. Let's discuss something, right? Military go now. I'm a virgin, you know. And he did a video on the back of the Marlon Glean video. Thought he did a very good video. I'm talking about local football and the influx of players born outside of Jamaica. And he was using what Marlon Glean was talking about. Right? So, bam. All right. So let me help you now. So I agree with some of what Military Guna is saying in terms of if you have a team of say subpar player coming from England to our America or from other places in Europe and they are subpar, meaning they are not better than the ones that you have locally, then that is a problem. I will say that is not the case with Jamaica. Generally, because we have a wider diaspora than like Grenada, we oftentimes get players who are playing in the Premier League and in the Championship. In fact, I believe that Jamaica could have a squad of just EPL players alone that could amount to possibly 24 EPL who are on EPL rosters. If you go to the Championship, they probably can find 44. So between the Championship and EPL, if all of those who have Jamaican heritage were fit, we could have 68. And we're not talking about in their under 21s and under 18s. I'm talking about those who are actually playing at the senior level predominantly. All right? So, bam. All right? So, there we go. So, with that being said,
with that being said, right? With that being said, all right. All right. So we have leader calling back. Yes, leader. Welcome back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you some info here now, right?
No.
Okay. And I'm hold on.
No. Let me finish.
Listen first.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
So you said that we are lying. I said that I am lying because Raheem Sterling.
I have all the facts.
Well, on, man, you said that I am lying because Raheem Sterling did not play for England.
No, that's not what I was saying. You are saying the age when he came here.
14.
And actually, let me tell you what.
All right, so go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
He wasn't even 14.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong. He wasn't 14.
So no. So say it again. Say you were. So you were wrong. So you were lying.
I'm gonna get the exact
so hold on. So you were lying.
Are you ready now?
So you were lying.
No, I was wrong by a year. And you want to hear what the year how old he was now?
Go ahead and talk it. No, man, make your point. Make your point.
Okay, Raheem Sterling was born in 1994.
So we already said that already. We already said that. We have the information. No. We already said that. He's born in people.
94.
He's born the 8th of December 1994. We have that already.
Okay, so listen now.
He played under 16 for England in 2009. So between 1994 and 2009, he's 50. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Raheem Sterling played in an under 16 tournament for England in 2009. From if you check from 1994 is 6. 2009, so 9 and 6 is 15. So at 15, at 15, but me have it right here.
No, hold on now.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you the time when he came to Jamaica, right? Because that team was the 2000, the team that was prepared for 2007, right? So do a little maths there now. And it was, by the way, hold on, this team wasn't in 2007, this was 2006, right? So he was around 12. And and he's born late in the year. So he was not even 12 as yet.
Okay.
So I'm just
hold on. So leader, no, listen, I have to get it. Because people are saying I need to hold on. I'm going to just allow you to talk, You are telling me. So leaders, hold on. You, Demo, and Lee, you're saying I must talk. Leaders is saying that when Raheem Sterling came to Jamaica to try and make a Jamaica under 17 team, Raheem Sterling was 11 years old, going to be 12.
No. He was 12 in a year.
No. So when Raheem Sterling, leader, I just want to make sure. Leader, I want to make sure that you and I are on the same page. You have gone, you have made call. You said you have the facts in front of you. And the facts in front of you is that when Raheem Sterling came to Jamaica, he came to Jamaica as an 11-year-old to try to make the Jamaica under 17 team. Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, people, you hear that? Go ahead, leader. Finish your case.
Hold on. Yeah, 16-year-old boy. The first thing I said, he was tiny.
Leader, you're still here, sir?
I'm not gone.
Okay, so leader, respectfully, sir, I'm going to put it to you. I'm not going to say that you're lying.
I remember this thing. I remember that 2017.
You see, the people are saying that. Hold on, leader, hold on, leader, just hold on, leader, hold on. You see what I'm doing now. You see, I gave him a chance to talk, and then the man is saying, "But go ahead, leader, you talk."
Because that is how you try to win arguments, or you try to do that, you know. You don't bring clarity, you just try to talk over people. So you go ahead, and I'm going to be silent. Go ahead.
No, I've made my point, you know.
So
I've made
people,
my point.
people,
and that's
what I
the
know,
basic facts.
people,
If you find out,
what,
that's it. He was
all right.
He was 12 in the year, but
Well, on a leader, are you finished? I didn't need to, because every time you say finish and I'm going to talk, you interrupt me.
my point.
All right, so leader finish his point, people. So, leader said, Raheem Sterling, when he came to try out for the Jamaica under 17 team, according to leader, Raheem Sterling, who is born in December, right? Born in December, Raheem Sterling was 11 years old. 11 years old. Watch this. So he's born in 1994. So in 2005 was when Raheem Sterling. Let me finish.
2006.
No, leader. You said he came when he was 11.
No, listen.
But you said that,
he was
leader.
12 later on.
But,
When he came,
okay.
he was still 11.
So So when Raheem Sterling came,
for FIFA purposes, they would still.
So when Raheem Sterling came, Sterling came to Jamaica in the year 2006, according to leader. Right? He was going to be.
The team.
When Raheem Sterling came to Jamaica, according to leader, in 2006, he was 11 years old, and he was going to be 12 in the December. He came to try out for an under 17 team that was being prepared by David Hunt in 2000, and right in that was going to play in 2007. Right, leader? David Hunt was preparing the team.
Yeah.
All right. So,
yes.
All right. So Raheem Sterling came in that time, right? That is your argument. And
there was a coach at Calabar. Hold on, let me just finish that. There was a coach at Calabar at the time. He was trying to make the intro.
So
continue now.
So you also said he would not have qualified to play based on his age and FIFA rules.
He could have played, but at the time, hold on, listen now.
So, leader, I'm just asking you what you said. Did you say that yes or no? You keep, and people are saying I'm not allowing you to talk. Because every time I ask
academy, this kid was like 4
years. Leader, I'm asking you, did you say that? Did you say that FIFA rules would not allow him to play? Did you say that, yes or no?
No,
you didn't say
I said FIFA looks at him. I said FIFA at the time would look. I just mentioned to you because you kept mentioning he's 11 or whatever. No, it doesn't matter.
You brought up. So what were you saying about? Say to us. All I want you to do, I don't want to hear about Wagga. I don't want to hear about the Calabar person. I don't want to hear about Medievan. What I want to hear about is about his age and FIFA. Talk to me. What you are saying, not what I am saying, because you brought those things into the equation.
He came in the summer. Someone from Marvel, the same gentleman I'm telling you, had tried to get him a look in with the Jamaica team that was actively in training at the time, right under David Hunt, and he was told right away that him really too small, but I think he was, of course, connected to English clubs, so that was the thing that they were using and saying at the time, but nobody would know. There are several Also, we have to remember, over the years, there have been multiple youngsters that have come at a certain age and have not gone on.
Leader. I want you to talk to me about the FIFA part. I don't want to hear about Marvel. I don't want to hear several young people. I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what FIFA? The Wagga Hunt, according to you, said he was too small. All right? Cool. Fine. You win. All right. What were you saying about FIFA? Why did you bring FIFA into the equation?
No, I just mentioned because when you mentioned his age, at
Me mention his age.
FIFA rules.
You
said he was. No, you kept saying he was 11, and I said, hold on, stop.
Leader,
FIFA rules, he's still looked at as a 12-year-old.
Leader. Oh, so under FIFA, okay. So what you were saying that under FIFA rule, the 11-year-old under FIFA rule was viewed as a 12-year-old, which right?
No, because he was born in December.
No, so
a lot of people use that something.
According to FIFA rule, though Raheem Sterling was 11, he was viewed as a 12-year-old according to the FIFA rule because he's born in December.
Hello?
I'm asking you again. So Raheem Sterling, according to your information, the factual information that is right in front of you, whether it's on paper or by WhatsApp, it's in front of you right now. You're looking at it. He came to Jamaica as an 11-year-old in the summer, right? He was going to be 12 in December. The Jamaican saw him as a small 11-year-old. Therefore, he could not make the under-17 because we had a stellar under-17 side, and he was too small. All right, fine. Give you all of that. No. Hold on. So FIFA, however,
that was the first team to beat the Mexican team.
Hold on, leader. That is not important to me. But however, FIFA saw him as a 12 years old according to their rules.
Plus a USA team. I just have to put that in perspective.
Like I'm just trying to understand the FIFA rule.
No, we have to put it in perspective.
I'm trying to ask the FIFA rule.
Yeah, but everybody knows that rule. FIFA just looks at the year they're born, not what month they are in.
Well, I'm
telling you.
So in 2006, FIFA looks at the year of their birth, not their age.
Only. No.
Leader, here's what I'm asking you. Because we're talking about 2006. In 2006, FIFA would be looking at his year of birth and not his age. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But that is a standard thing. That's one of the reasons why they change it to having a World Cup every year now.
In 2006, leader, that was the FIFA rule.
It still is. They look at the year only.
Leader. Here's what I'm asking you, leader. In 2006, leader, in FIFA competitions, in 2006, the year we are speaking about, during that time, the rule was the year of birth of the players in 2006.
And that is why.
Yes or no, leader? Yes or no? I know. Yes or no? I don't need an explanation, but you have to answer me first.
Yes, it is. Yes, it was. It has been like that for a long time. And
from 2006. Okay, cool. So let's move on. That's all I wanted to know.
Before that, it was from before that.
No. I said in 2006. Okay. So Raheem Sterling came. Okay. FIFA saw him. All right. So watch this. So I'm going to go by your.
FIFA. The Jamaica court sign.
No, man. FIFA saw him as a 12-year-old, Jamaica saw him as an 11-year-old.
No, both things.
All right, so Jamaica saw him as a 12-year-old. FIFA saw him as a 12. It don't matter. Yeah, so he's 12.
It don't matter.
All right, so he's 12. The Jamaican scouts, coaches, leadership think like, we have a quality team. So guess what? You are too.
Viva Argyle, etc.
God have mercy. You are
You have to put in perspective who was on it.
The great Diva Argyle. Give me the great names. Give me the great names. The great Jamaican team. Kenny Hyde, Diva Argyle, the great Andre Steele, the great Jamaican players. There was a great Jamaican team with a great Jamaican coach who defeated the great Mexico. They defeated the great USA. That is a great accomplishment. Significant.
It was the first
ever in the history of Jamaica. Oh, significant milestone. Oh, this is in the record books. All of that I'm giving you. I give you all of that. You have it. You win. I give you all of that. So, he came at 12. Right? He was skinny. You didn't say he wasn't good.
No,
hold on.
He wasn't good enough.
No, right, exactly. That means he was good, but he was just small. All right, watch it.
He was good play.
He was good. He can play. Hold on. That's 2006. You had 2000 I'm not bright like you, and I don't have facts in front of me. So let's go. That's 2006 in the summer. 2007, 2008, 2009.
It's a year for the World Cup. Stop.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
2007 was the World Cup. The next World Cup is 2009.
So let me finish. So let me finish my point. Let me finish. Watch this. So 2000, I give you everything, You're right on everything. So this player who was a good player, just too skinny, just too small to play in an age group competition, right? This because there was a great Jamaican team that beat USA and Mexico, coached by a great coach, significant, world-class players. I've given them all of that. 2006. They had a tournament in 2007. This am going by what
That's
I said.
The year the World Cup.
The 2007 the World
That's
Cup.
The year the World Cup.
2007.
Right.
All right. So let me make the point. You can't answer what I ask you. If you just listen sometimes, then you answer. You make a lot more sense. 2007 is the World Cup, right? So he would have probably grown. But he was going to be 13 in that year. All right. Maybe the team was good and couldn't make it. 2000, right?
The team had already dropped out.
The great team dropped out, right? Because them just, I don't know. Them beat Mexico, them beat USA.
They dropped out.
They just had such an.
They dropped out, I think, in the qualifiers in January.
In the qualifiers. This great team.
No.
I'm telling
you. Hold on.
Yeah, man, them beat.
You have to remember that team.
I'm not telling
beat USA in a do-or-die match in the stadium.
I'm telling you.
And they eventually lost out.
Yeah. I'm saying to you, this is a great team. There were some great players. They were just salt. So them get knocked out. May I give you all of that? That is not my point. May I give you all of that? This great team never even got to the World Cup. But it's a great team that Sterling was too little to make. Me, I say, cool. Me, I agree with you. Me, no problem. So let's move on. Can we move on? All right?
Yes.
So that's 2007. Raheem Sterling doesn't play in a world tournament for England until 2010.
9.
Hey.
He played for the England under 16 in 2009.
There was no.
Check your facts.
Listen what I'm asking you.
There's no World Cup. No, listen what I'm saying.
That's why I'm telling you, you don't listen.
2009.
Listen what I'm saying to you. Listen, just listen. Raheem Sterling did not play in any world tournament for England until 2010.
And I will, possibly 2010. It was 2009.
But I'm not asking you. It's
That's
2010.
By the way.
The under 16. The under 16 was not a world tournament. Come on, what the hell wrong with you, man?
I know. But he played on that team.
Hey, listen what I'm saying to you. Listen again.
Continue.
Until 2010, Raheem Sterling did not play for England in a world youth tournament. Until 2010.
But he represented England at 2009. So don't get around it.
So listen to the point I'm making to you. Do we agree that he did not play in a world tournament until 2010? Can we agree to that?
It would be 2011, by the way. Because the World Cup is in 2011.
Leader.
A World Tournament was 2011.
Leader. Raheem Sterling is 2010, 2011. England U17. Leader, just listen.
When was the World Cup? Is there a World Cup in 2010? There's no World Cup in 2010.
But he was playing.
2011.
He was playing
qualifiers. He played in the qualifiers in 2010.
Leader, do you know that if I play in a friendly competition, or like the youths who play in Turkey now,
why you
don't listen? Why don't listen, man? Oh yeah, brother, you stay so. You tell me if you go on, and as soon as we start talk, you start chat, brother. If you don't want to talk to me, you come off, man. If you feel like, listen, me tell you all the while, you don't have to talk to me, you don't have to call me, sure. Me tell you that all the while, you know. Because if you want a narrative, there are other people who allow you to talk where you want to talk. You don't need to come and talk on this show. You don't have to. But you try to tell me what you want to say.
Go ahead.
So you go and talk, and me be silent.
No,
and then when you're done, we talk.
No, go ahead and let me hear the point to make it.
A player who plays in the IMG tournament is not locked in that time to the nation. That means he can still play for any place. Once you begin to play in the World Cup qualifiers, it's a different kettle of fish. So in 2010, while it is not the tournament itself, it is part of the tournament. You have also heard this argument before, that when people talk about the tournament, the World Cup, they say the qualifiers is the World Cup. What we see at the end is the finals of the World Cup. And in the finals, there is a final. So they see it as one tournament, though we separate it. That's not the point I'm making. So let me clarify that to you. The point I'm making is that between 2006, say you want to cut it down to 2009, that's 3 years because it came in the summer. If you go to 2010 in the summer, it is 3 full years. How then a player who the only reason, according to the great coach that was there, the great people around the football that was there, the only reason why he could not make this great under-17 team was not because of ability or class, was because of his size. And for 3 years, nothing was done to get him to come and play. That is what I want you to answer.
Can I speak now?
Answer that, you know. And then you can go on to any other thing you want. Answer that part there.
Okay. Hold on now. Let us look at it this way. Let us look. Okay, what do you go up to 20 what year? I just want to up to what year?
You bring it up to any year. Bring it up to any year you want to bring it.
2009, Raheem Sterling was representing England. 2009, Raheem Sterling was representing England, right? 2010, he was part of the England setup into 2011, right? So basically that would leave 2008, right? In the Jamaican context, they got knocked out in 2007, that team. So 2008, I don't think, as usual, we didn't have an under-17 team at the time.
You didn't have an under-17 team in 2009. So leader.
I don't think we had a team that was being put together. I don't remember what time, because normally at that time, the qualifiers is just before. It's in the same year we normally participate. So that's how it used to be done.
Leader.
But now we have like a year before when they bring everybody in.
Leader, you know that you said to us that the team was being prepared in 2006 for a tournament in 2007.
And I can tell you that team was a revolutionary team.
Did you say that?
Listen.
Yes, I listened to you. No. Did you say that? Did you listen? But leader, you're making a point.
It was the first time it was ever done like that.
So
players were moved from the country areas to school in town.
Leader, you think you're like, we're not arguing about that. We're not arguing about that. So,
but I'm just saying everything was different that year. The following year went back to what they normally did. Continue.
So leader.
Jackie Walters had the team.
Leader. Oh, Jesus. Peace. Hey, listen. Hey, somebody else have to go pick up this on them channel with leader. Hey, leader, we weren't.
All I'm saying is that there was no other time there Because when Jackie Walters took it over, there was the following year that would have been the year we could have probably had him. We had no team in training. The team after that was a team that had Ron Rice, Kavase Bloomfield. I think they was there, and the coach from down by Casey, and I was at Woolmaster. I don't remember his name now. That team was there. Right?
Did Jamaica qualify
right?
for any youth tournament in 2011?
No, man, that team did poorly. I think they dropped out at the Caribbean stage or something.
I'm just asking you a question. Yes or is yes or no?
Oh no, not 2011. Holy shit, for 2011. 2011 when he played for England. Of course, we qualified.
Okay, all right.
That's the last time we qualified. Yeah.
So Jamaica qualified. There's a Jamaica team that qualified.
Yep. And a Wendell Downsell.
There was a Jamaica team that qualified in 2011. So what you are saying to me is that team that qualified in 2011 started preparing in 2011.
No.
But that's what you said. You said after. Hold on.
Listen.
Leader. You said that because it was a revolutionary thing for the team that was being prepared for 2007. The team was being prepared in 2006. When that was done, you reverted to what was originally there, where they started preparing in the year of the tournament. In 2011, we qualified. So all I'm asking you is if the team that qualified in 2011 started their preparation in 2011, it's a yes or no question.
It started in 2010 because we were hosting it. So they decided to pump money back into it. After the amount of money was spent in the earlier time, they didn't want to spend that money because I think that was around the time when they had the thing in England and we had that big debt and all of that. And I think at that time, hold on, let me just finish up.
Captain came back in. Leader, where you gone? We don't need all of those leader. Like,
but you have to know the background.
We don't need that. Like that. So we just listen. We don't have that. Listen, so you're saying that no, the only tournament after that, when you said that they reverted, they never really reverted to anything because the only other tournament, you're just admitting that they did what they did in 2006, 2007.
No, there was a tournament in 2009 that we didn't qualify for. Jackie Walters led that team.
Okay, so there was a tournament in 2009. Oh, so why wasn't Ryan Sterling called up for that then? In 2008 or early 2009.
Because he was representing England at the time, sir.
Raheem Sterling was not playing under
16.
Raheem Sterling was not playing under 16 for England in the summer until in the summer of 2009. When did Jamaica start playing in 2009? Or when did they start preparing?
Okay, that's easy. That is very, very easy. I can tell you that one. They did start, I think, in August, somewhere around there. Because I remember, hold on, it was somewhere around. Hold on, man. Listen to me now. No, I'm telling you for a fact. You know, I remember this very vividly. No, listen now.
Listen,
I remember because there were some players I recommended to Jackie Walters when I was at Constance Springs training. I went up there. It was during the summer. I don't forget this. It was during the summer, and I remember he was looking for a forward, and I went.
So in the summer,
right?
All right. So fine. In the summer,
I don't forget it. It just started.
So in the summer, Oh, so in the August is when, right? All right. So not a problem.
The tournament. Look here, it's there now. I think they went to the tournament in August, and they started preparing just about maybe July. I don't forget this, you know. I remember this.
So leader, let me work with
I carried players.
So hold on, man. Hold on. So all right. So hold on. All right. So we are gonna go by your story now. Everything we say, right? We are gonna follow. All right. So Raheem Sterling in 2006, right, was too small. 2007, we got knocked out. There was going to be a tournament in 2009. Let's go by what you were saying, right? And we were going to start preparing for the tournament in 2009, September, in 2009, August. So that is why we couldn't call Rhyme Sterling.
Not August.
But you just said
July.
You just said August.
No, I said the tournament was in August, but we started preparing about 6 weeks or so before.
Oh, so the tournament was
July.
The tournament was at the end of August.
Somewhere around that period, yeah.
Okay. So all right.
You can Google it tonight. It's the fact are there now. They are there.
What fact is there? When Jamaica start preparing, what fact is there?
Yeah.
What fact
if
is
I go
there?
in front of a computer, I can find
What fact is there?
When they started preparing and all of that, of course we can find it. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Listen, that's what I'm saying to you. Know the tournament was in October and November. So like leader just feel like leader probably always go.
How are you pushing it to October, November now?
But that's the date. But I'm telling you, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. The tournament was. It was October to November. Me move it.
You just said so. That's you just saying.
But the tournament was October to November 2009. See, Marlon Nelson didn't put it here. So I don't understand what you're saying. And then you're telling me that you have the facts right in front of you. And then all we have to say is that, listen, hey, we miss one. Because we're okay with that. That's what I'm talking about. We miss one. Because I was not talking about that player that you come and talk about, you know. We were talking about Zabir Taylor. That is the player we're talking about this morning now. You came and brought on a different player name. We're talking about Zabir Taylor. We were not discussing anything about this job. We're talking about Zabir Taylor from St. George's as to why this youth was not called to even try out for the under 18 or the under 20. That's all we were asking. You came up with this whole thing on a completely different player that we were not discussing. At no point were we discussing that player. You just come and start bringing it up and I justify as to him going there when we were talking about Zabir Taylor. Zabir Taylor we're talking about. That's the player we're talking about. And all I was asking and saying is that this player should have at least gotten a chance to be viewed for the under 18. That's all we were saying, you know. You come up with a completely different discussion about a player that we weren't even discussing.
That's just the point I said. The point I was making.
Make a point. Make a point.
The point I was making that we cannot hope some will go on and some will not. That's all I was trying to explain to you. So sometimes there are some youngsters that are very advanced in what they are doing, but they are basically at a ceiling. They're not going to get any much better. And you have some that develop later. That's called late bloomers. That's all I was trying to get to, you know.
So Rhyme Sterling is a late bloomer?
I would say so, because look here, he wouldn't have been able. Hold on, why he couldn't make the England time at that stage? But why wouldn't he come back to make the Jamaica team when he was closer to the age? Why wouldn't he do that at that stage? That's the first thing you need to look at, you know.
Why didn't the Jamaican people who swam at that age, if you are so knowledgeable on football, an 11-year-old and his family is so confident that they could make a under. You talk, man.
And he was not in the.
Hold on, you talk, man. You talk. Every time you interrupt me, I'm going to let you talk.
See, when you ask why Jamaica never even. They didn't have anything where they kept a database and all that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. They did not have it.
All right, boss. Leader, listen. Let me ask you again. Explain to me Because I was not discussing the other player that you're talking about. I'm discussing. All right, so we walk away from this leader. Raheem Sterling, late bloomer. Totally understand your point. All right, Zabir Taylor.
Other players, possibly same possibility.
Yeah, but
Same possibility.
Leon Bailey, late bloomer. Raheem Sterling, late bloomer.
No, Leon Bailey never had a chance. Hold on, no. Stick a pin. There was no chance for Leon Bailey to have represented any national. Don't say that. That's not
There
true.
was no chance for him to represent. Okay, all right, leader. All right, let's.
But they still want to about the same thing. And Leon Bailey at third. That was fine. He was good, but he wasn't that great.
Oh, okay. He was
lost some later on.
So he's a
when he
late bloomer. So that's what I'm saying. That Raheem Sterling is a late bloomer. Leon Bailey is a late bloomer. Can you say him blossom later? What is the difference between being a late bloomer and blossom him late? I don't understand you. You just said the man. Me said the man is a late bloomer. You said no, him just blossom later.
You make it look like he could have made a U team before. He could not have, because the first thing I remember at one stage, Craig Butler used to say, why him not make the under 17? He carried him to under 17 when he was like 14, right? Or 13, 14, right? While his son was 1 year younger. He used to marry two of them.
Leader.
And then later on, hold on, man. Later on, when his son tried out for the under 17, Leon was 1 year too old. But Butler will go there and say, well, listen to this narrative here now. Listen. Hey,
leader. You see, if you call the name there on program, I'll cut you off. I'm not going to give you no excuse and no apology. You don't have to talk to me again. I'm ask you one question, I leave it alone. I'm going to cut you off straight. No disrespect, so you can hang up. I'm going to cut you off. I don't want to get involved with him. I tell you from now, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay, let's not call it.
So, make we move on to Xavier Taylor. Because that is what we're discussing. You're a scout. Why hasn't Xavier Taylor been given a look in any of the U teams in recent times?
I won't discuss anything personal about any personal player. Anything like
oh,
that.
but you just came on and spoke about Jawa.
Brought it up publicly.
I brought it up.
Well, not publicly, but privately. Privately, you did.
And you call an unrelated.
Brought it up publicly.
So how you come on my program? You bring up a player name, discuss it publicly. And the player that I am discussing publicly, you don't want to discuss. This man.
Look here. The other one was brought up publicly all over the place, and he was saying why these youngsters are not here. And 6 different people saw, 6 to 7 different people saw the youngster and said, he's not ready yet. He's a good player, but he's not ready yet. He might bloom later on, but at this stage, he's not due.
I don't understand.
Which I think is quite reasonable.
I don't understand you. I don't understand you.
I know. I'm not talking about anything like that.
But you talk about Sterling, you talk about Baylor. You talk about Jawa, who is younger, a younger player than Taylor. And I was not. Listen to me. Listen to me, leader. Just listen to me, leader. Listen to me, leader. Listen to me. I publicly spoke about Xavier Taylor. I was discussing his case. You come onto the program and you don't want to discuss the player that I'm discussing, but you brought me into
that the scout. You said that the scout can't see everybody within a certain region, and I mentioned on typing in that it's actually St. Andrew than it is to go through, say, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, or any of those. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
And that's what, and then I said to you, and I said to you, leader, if it is easier to spot the talent in Kingston and St. Andrew, why isn't Xavier Taylor being spotted? That's all, you know. That is a discussion, you know. And we spent almost an hour discussing Raheem Sterling.
You have players. Listen now. You have players. It's not every player that. Okay. 2 years ago when they had the under 20, they allowed all the clubs to send in players that were registered there. I remember Cavaliers sent in some players, and they weren't up to scratch. So not because a player is with a Cavalier or a player is with a Haberview. It is being so good. You preacher, with just by position does not make you in the day not get.
You were breaking up, sir. So some of what you said may have been missed. All right, because you were breaking up. I am not discussing.
Okay, let me go
I am not. Let me say this.
Just meant association.
I am not discussing Cavaliers. I'm not discussing Harborview. I'm not discussing Phoenix. I am not discussing players association. I'm not discussing players affiliation. I saw a talent, and the scout said it is easier to spot talent in the parish that said player is. And I am only asking the scout if the player has been spotted. And if not, why? Because the player was the MVP of the scholastic game. The MVP. The Harbor.
Scholastic. Hold on there. Let
me finish. Let me finish. Why I bring up one thing? Let me finish. The player.
Go on.
There are two other players who are at the said school that the player is at that were spotted and called up. The player also is at a Premier League club. Mark you, he has not had major minutes, but he has trained and he has played very limited minutes in the Premier League. My question is, how then is that player missed and other players who don't play Premier League, in fact, even unattached players are spotted, and an attached player is not? That's all I'm asking, you know. And I'm saying that I understand that some will be missed. That's all. And I'm saying that is why you need help. That was a program, you know. You need help because you alone will not be able to see everyone. And what is going to happen is that people are going to believe that you are biased by your connection, when really it's just because you will not be able. I was saying that you need...
No.
Let me tell you what I was saying. And what we were discussing is that you need additional help because there's so much talent in Kingston and St. Andrew that it is unfair to put the burden on you alone. And you come on the program and you have this whole long conversation. That's what we were saying, you know.
So, Christian, no, hold on there. You notice I could tell you that from as far back as when Jackie Walters in 2009, you could have called me for players. I can tell you several players. They played for various clubs. Right? It's not hard at a certain stage. You know when it's hard to identify talent? I know is when they're very young, and you have to go around a lot of places because there are a lot more kids playing. You understand? As the players get older, the better ones are known more. Right? Listen now, you mentioned this player went in the Scholastic. Why didn't he play in the top team that was seen? Why did he have to just play in the Scholastic? Well, is it a fact that he just wasn't good enough to make that other team?
You tell me. You are a scout. I'm not. I'm just an armchair.
I am not saying any youngster is not good enough because all youngsters are.
So why are you asking me? Grades. Why are you asking me?
No, but you just said he wasn't able to play in the top part of the team.
Here's what now. A lot of the players. Let me lose something. A lot of the players who played in the all school game cannot make a Premier League team. He did, and he got minutes. So we can't use that.
Hold on. A lot
A
of
simple
the
question.
players,
Is somebody's
hold
asking?
on,
Hold
no,
on.
a lot of the
Is the
players
player a good
are
player?
discouraged.
Is the player a good
Of course,
player?
player is a good player. The player is a good player, but a lot of the players, look here, no, not everybody that plays Premier League is good, and not everybody that does not play Premier League is not good. Because there are two players now in the under 18.
So not
that
everyone.
One of them, hold on, man.
Not everyone who play in the all school game is good. And not everyone who don't play. And not everyone who don't play in the all school team is not good. Javin Williams did not play in the all school game. Dunstan Cowan did not play in the all school game.
Good. Javin Williams is an excellent example. This youngster has played in tier 2 and has done very well in tier 2.
Leader, have mercy, man.
Right?
The man gone for a different. Leader, just one. Leader.
You're killing yourself there.
Leader, here's what you just said. You use the Premier League because I brought up a player, and you said, why didn't the player in the top game, which is the all-school game, you brought that up, not me. You went on, when I started to make my point, you then went on to say, not because a player don't play in the Premier League, that means to them not good, and not because a player play in the Premier League means that they are good. I am saying to you, not because a player did not play in the all-school game doesn't mean that they are not good. And not because a player made the all-school team, it means that they are good. That's all.
Okay, hold on.
All I did was say the same thing that you said,
Hold on.
And I gave you examples. I gave you Cleo Clark, I gave you Javin Williams, and I gave you Dunstan Cowan. That's 3. And I gave you Xavier Taylor. Xavier Taylor, who should have been in the all-school team. Xavier Taylor should have been in the all-school team.
But so why wasn't he there?
What you asking me?
Why they didn't pick him?
Why you asking me that? That is the question I'm asking you.
Is it a thing that maybe the coaches didn't think he was good enough?
I am asking you. I don't know.
Would it be a case that maybe those coaches didn't think he was good enough to call the all-school team? Are going to try to carry the best team,
Leader, I'm asking you, Leader. I'm asking you, why aren't these players being scouted? Is it that you scout them and say Xavier Taylor and them say, well, he's not good enough? Is that because I don't know? Because all I'm asking you as a scout is if you have scouted the player to say, here is a player, whether or not the player is good or not. For selection, it's the coach's job. Your job is to see a talent, and you say the player is good. Have you recommended the player as a scout? Because that's your job, not to determine if the player can make the team or not. That is the coach's job.
Look here. No. If you were to recommend everybody that you see, okay. So I say, hold on. So I see 10 forwards. Okay? So I see 10. All of them have them basically positives and so on. Out of the 10, 3 of them have one of them scored like 20 odd goals. The next one has scored like, say, 25. One has scored 5. And the rest of them have scored like single digits. Now, right away now, let's just look at it. All them playing in basically the same league. Okay? Which of those would you try to go and take a look at first?
G's and peace, Leader.
The ones that don't score anything are the ones that at least have a goal scoring.
So you have a centre forward.
It's like when we're scouting.
You asked me a question, so you answered the question. Because you asked me the question and you answered. Not a problem. So I listen to you. Go ahead.
You know, you actually have games the other year in Kasafa where the leading goal scorer got 3 goals. In the I think it was when it was separated from the top league and the bottom league. So there was a kid that scored 3 goals and he from Tivoli, and he was the leading goal scorer in that league. Right? And I can tell you, and the league was weakened and he could only score 3. So okay, so you think that's a kid that one would look at?
What is the question you're asking me, Leader?
I'm just saying that.
No.
You can listen. All the players, Jamaica is very small. Kingston St. Andrew is equally just as small, right? There aren't any hidden gems in Kingston St. Andrew that we don't know about. I can tell you that. Even in the country areas, you might have some, but generally it's harder in the country because the place is so wide and you have the different communities. But in Kingston St. Andrew, the better players, the coaches that do that thing with the grassroots and know the younger players, they are known. So let me tell you something. The under 17 was just called the weekend gone. There was a kid that was missed by the national coach, right? This kid for the last under 15. This kid had to be recommended by me, who I had seen him, right? Okay. He plays Premier League, right? He has about 50 odd minutes. But it he had to be recommended based off of what seen him play in the Premier League. Right? This kid is from Harborview. Okay? So I just want to say one thing, that when it comes to looking for players for Jamaica, I am not biased in any way. I have done this for years without being officially put in that thing. And I've recommended players from, it doesn't matter where they're. Alvas Powell never played for me. I was the person that discovered that kid and put him in there. Okay? So there are so many examples. I won't go there. Prince Samuels, I think he was at Harborview at the time too. Look here. That's one thing nobody can come to me on, is integrity when it's coming to recommending players for Jamaica. I want to see Jamaica do well. Right? And I can say this too. If the choice was for, say, somebody I have close to me on my granite bed, and I go and son away, I don't care who's next on this, and me giving somebody a blight to get into a team, me not do it. Me not do them thing there. Okay? But very hard on them thing there. Because I like putting together strong teams at any level. The last time I look about teams that are participating alone is when my kid play prep school. After that, I stopped doing that. I don't have no favors to nobody. Right? I'm not do that. Strictly quality me go.
So who was having a discussion about you and being biased?
No, you questioned my credentials. I'm going to be biased. I am not.
Hold on. You see again, how I listen to you uninterrupted, but again, you're going to interrupt me, so I'm going to stop talking and you alone talk. Go ahead.
No, I'm finished. I just said no. Go on.
Listen, I'm going to go very, very slow. Repeat the statement or ask the question where I was on this program questioning your integrity and saying that you have a bias.
You need to listen to the recording. You had mentioned earlier that it might be perceived that he has a bias or so on. And then you also mentioned questioning whether or not, right, he is able to see all of these players. Look here, sometimes you don't see everybody,
So hold on. Hold on.
That you can call into
this
that
is the issue,
yes.
leader, with you on conversation. When you do one thing, you're going on to others. So I said, you just said, here's what you just said. You may not be able to see everything. That is what I said. So you need help. Because when you miss one, the perception will be it's because of bias why you miss it. So you need help.
I don't miss them.
But you just said that. But
I just told him a kid from Harborview that I realized that the national selectors missed him at the time.
Leader, you just said you will miss some of them. You just said that, Now you're saying that you will not miss any of them.
No, you're not listening to understanding what I'm trying to explain to you. Initially, maybe, but once I'm on a drive to look for players, initially I might. That's why
the time, that's what I'm saying, leader. Right, you might miss them.
No, listen now. But listen now, I use a particular player that yourself and Unseen was under this. And when I did the back checks with people that knew the player, 4 people said that you not good enough.
Okay.
And then after that, I said, still go against and make sure you got another look.
Leader. You know what you just you know what you just said, leader? You know what hold on, leader. You know what you just said? Here's what you just said. You said earlier that you're not going to discuss players. You know what you just said about the player?
I didn't call anybody's name.
Leader, the player name has been called. You just said, because remember, we were never discussing the player. Just let me finish. You said 4 coaches said the player is not good enough. Right? You just said that.
He's good, but not up to the standard now.
You just said that 4 coaches said the player is not good enough. You said that. I'm repeating exactly what you said. You said 4 coaches
Yes.
said that. You said that when the player went back, they were asking, why is he back? You said that. Watch this. I've asked you, I have called a player by name, Xavier Taylor. You said the player
Who could make an all-school team? Who could not make an all-school team? Continue.
Did Cleo Clark make the all-school team?
Ah, boy.
Did Cleo Clark?
You're going to...
Did Cleo Clark make the all-school team? Did Dunstan Cowan make the all-school team? Have a good day, leader. Have a good day. We'll talk.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. Have a good day. Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Yeah, good afternoon, morning.
Good afternoon.
How are things?
Rough day.
Okay.
I had no plans. I had no plans to have this discussion. I was talking about Xavier Taylor and JPL playoff, but you know it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that leader has a little bit distinct when he come on and I say the kid could make the all-school team because all them select the scholarship team is that them look at players who have the requirements. So I think they must have like 5 subjects or more or something like that to be able to go to colleges overseas. And if he had that requirement, though he's 17 and can still play Money Cup another year or 2, I think, he had that requirement, and so he was picked at that team. That game ended 0-0, and he was voted the MVP of that game. And so I find it strange that leader will come on and make it seem as if the kid doesn't have any ability or ability to back it. So it's quite strange to me that him wouldn't see the kid because even before this season, the player played Manning Cup last season and was one of the players who everybody was like looking forward to see when St. George's was playing and stuff. I think that year St. George's didn't do too well in the Manning Cup, and he was one of the better players on that team. The same team that had Burkett and Adrian Reed and some other. And so for him to know to stay, because remember too, when you have national youth team, you don't just call the 20 players who you're carrying overseas in this case and carry 20 players. You don't just call 20 players. Clearly, you must have a trimming down mechanism where you invite players who you think have the ability and then expect to get the best out of them. Now, I find it strange that the kid never get invited to even be looked at. Because even in the other instance where leader is saying that the other player, who I don't even know who that player is, but that other player was looked at by four coaches, and the coaches them asked why I'm come back. That player lives all the way in West, based on what you guys are saying. And the team training for Captain Earthboy Center. Why is it that a kid who lives in a Kingston couldn't be invited if leader thinks him have the ability? Why could he invited them to look at him and say, well, why him come and he's not good enough? So we're not going to entertain him. I mean, I've seen that even the last other country that was coached by Fuzzy. Then they invite Jayin Thomas, the kid who plays for Arnett now, And when him go, them say Moses one of the better players them, and them not select him, and he went back and he had a very good end to the Premier League season. Same can be said for Wolfsburg. Same can be said for the other players, the Danny Mitchell and those players. They invite them and they why them man who
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I don't know what is wrong with the audio, but I have a lot of I don't know if the window of the car you're probably driving, we can wind it up or something. But yeah, man, better now. Yeah. All I'm saying,
Yeah.
all I'm saying, because you were here from the beginning, I am saying that with the density of Kingston does not allow for one person to scout all the talent. No one can come here and tell me that you're not going to miss any talent in Kingston because you're so
But
versed in scouting.
that's what Leader is saying. Leader is saying that him don't miss them, and if he miss them, him have a network of people who will tell him about the player them. Which mean him not totally scouting for himself, him going off recommendation from people.
But
Sometimes that himself he miss them, his network will catch them.
exactly. And I'm
That's
saying
how I'm saying.
exactly. So I am saying if you say to me the player is good, right? I am not asking you because you're not a selector, you're a scout. So when you scout, if
So
you have a
why
good player,
didn't he recommend the player?
that is the question I'm asking him. I'm saying, listen,
And let the coaches them say
that
him
is
not good enough.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to him. And I'm saying that when that don't happen, it don't look, it comes across like it is a scout issue. And you need to be protected from that. That's what I'm saying to him, But here's what. I think sometimes people always defend where they are going wrong, even when they are being
Man is man.
protected.
Man is man. Let me tell you something. Man is man. Leader and I, let me tell you, that's why I'm telling you that you see, on this matter, I really feel strongly about it because Leader has been disingenuous. Leader and I were on a conversation via group call. We were having a conversation about something, and I was saying to him, what's the requirement to go on the thing? And him say, the players them have to be 17 because based on the requirements from, into the competition organizers were very specific. They said that the players must be of this age and etc. etc. And he was telling me that they were struggling to find a goalkeeper because of the age group and Lynch and stuff. And I said to him, there is a kid that played for Haile Selassie, that's at Waterhouse, who played Premier League when he was 15. So he must have the age now. Leader went on to tell me that the kid is too young. I went and I checked, and the kid is 16. And Leader is saying that them say you must bring players from a certain birth year. I think it's 2006, if I'm not wrong. So he was saying that kid was born 2007 or something, and so he's not eligible. I was even saying to him, Leader, you are telling me that you have a 16-year-old goalkeeper who's too young to play under 18, and him say yes, him could bring the kid. And then he said they have two goalkeepers, Lynch and some other keeper.
Alex James from Campion.
Alex James. Yes, that's the R. So I asked him, I said, why was WHL not invited? You know what Leader do? Leader told me, say, him of the age. I said, yes, Leader of the age. I went and I sent Leader's information to say, yo, this is when the youth born, this is the age impact. Leader went on to say to me that he went on to ask me if the youth is playing in the Premier League. I said, yes, he's registered at a Premier League club and he will be playing and he's training there. Leader went on to ask me how much minutes the kid is getting. And I said, Leader, to be honest, I cannot tell how much minutes he get because he's not a starting player in the team. It was to my surprise when I saw the list of under 18 players and I noted that there were players from tier 2 in there because Leader led me to believe that the thing was going to be picked up of players who are playing in the Premier League actively. So I contacted him again and said to him, Leader, what's going on here, brother? Because you tell me one thing and I'm something different. He said to me, the criteria change and the requirement for them to pick the players them is that you must be a part of the last under 17. You must be playing in the tier 2 or the Premier League. No, you must register in the Premier League or the tier 2 and getting minutes. That's what I'm telling me. So I asked him. So I said, okay, that's the criteria. So I went through and he was able to point out some players who he said was a part of the last under 17. And I guess they would be they would have the first right to selection, I guess. And then there were some other players who were playing in the tier 2 and are registered at the Premier League club. So I said to him, Leader, is there a requirement for the players in the Premier League to have minutes? He said, no, they must be registered and trained with a team. Because there's a player on that list who from Dakota Cup don't play no football. He not even can play a team club we're registered to. He cannot make the team club we're registered to. And I said, Leader, how is it that this kid is in the team the position that he play, his club is wanting in that position and they're not picking him. Him not even can make a match be a squad. So how is it that he's been selected? And leader went on to tell me that there were players there that the scouts didn't recommend. By deductive reasoning, me kind of figure out who those players were without him even have to tell me. But him say, yo, there were players there who the scouts didn't recommend. Then I went on to ask him, who are the scouts for the team, for the youth team? And him provide me the names, and I think he's probably one of the persons I'm not so familiar with. Him say, so here are the scouts. Him tell me Mr. Letman. Him tell me about this other person named Berry, who scout to Idle and Honest and them team there. Him, and there's this other person that him says the new coach at what is team name, school name down, Jackie Water School here again.
Yeah,
College.
He was, yeah, I think he was at BB Cook and then he moved over.
Yes. So I said, who is it in to me say, Letman is responsible for Western, which would include Hanover, Westmoreland, Trelawney, St. James. Then him say, him leader is responsible for St. Thomas, Kingston and St. Andrew, and St. Catherine. Now, so I say, okay, Cassafa have like about 6 Premier League teams, 1 Tier 2 team, St. Thomas have 1 Tier 2 team, and St. Catherine have 2 Premier League teams, and I think 2 Tier 2 teams. About 12 teams, that's in a brother. Leader say him alone responsible for the region there. Then him say the other person is responsible. Him say the manual person responsible for St. Mary, St. Anne, Portland, yes. And then him say the Berry person is responsible for Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and what's the other parish? Manchester. So him said that's how them do it. And him said no player can get missed. And that's how them network. And that's how them go about scouting the players and them look to players and invite them and recommend them, etc., etc., etc. I say things about it is possible that we miss some players because Jamaica have 14 parish of football players, brother, and it's only 4 around. So don't tell me that you can't miss players. And you can't be everywhere every time. Because when all the teammen from St. Catherine is playing, or from St. Cassafa is playing in the Premier League on the Tier 2 at the same time, he cannot be at all those games. And those games are not televised or being recorded for the most part. All of them. But just as he was on your show, he is convincing me that he don't need no assistance and he have him network. And the other one, all of them have them network and them with spot talent, them not Mr. Talent. So I'm taking it that any player that is not involved or invited is not good.
Brian, my thing is that there's no way that this player can be missed. He's very unique in his look. So everyone knows him. It's not hard. This is a former Phoenix player. And I am saying that I can understand with some of the issues why he wasn't in the under 15 team during the pandemic and those times. Right? Because of all the thing. All right. Since that we have seen people affiliated with Phoenix being called up. I cannot for the life of me. I am not telling anybody that this player is good enough to be in the team, but he's good enough to go and try out. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying, if I am a scout, how can there be a player that is one of the top 3 in a school that advanced in schoolboy football, MVP in a scholastic tournament, training with a Premier League club because the next one wanted him. 2 other clubs wanted this player, you know. And 2 other clubs in Kingston wanted this player. And there's a club in Senton that would have brought him in. Right? Because of school and that they decide. So, is this player all that bad? And if he's good, all I'm asking is, why isn't he being looked at? That's it. Right? Yeah, man. Excuse me. Excuse me, people. So all of this was just to ask that simple question, right? I endorse leader doing this, you know, because so many kids will tell you that they know him and stuff. But it cannot be leader alone in Kingston, because any player that don't get selected, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to tell you this. There is a club in Kingston and St. Andrew that went to the youth final against Cavaliers. And 4 of the players from Cavaliers were in the U17 thing that was called up, that they scouted. And none was from Harborview initially, until a particular person had to call leader and spoke to leader about the matter. That's how they were involved in it. That's how they got there. And I'm saying, I can understand if it were like not the team, but if Cavaliers and this team play, then I would want to think that leader would be at the game. And if he's not at the game, then somebody else should be there seeing it. Because we're going to keep missing talent, which is really what the whole program is about. Because no matter how good the system is in Jamaica, we're going to miss talent. In England, we're going to miss talent in America. That's cool. But what we must try to do is to do our best to make sure we capture the most of them and the best of them. That is the point of the show, you know. At the end of the day, you're going to miss some. But make sure that we don't miss the next Raheem Sterling. We don't miss Dillian. We don't miss them. We don't miss the Troy Deeney when he's young. We don't miss Trent Alexander-Arnold when he's young. We don't make sure we don't miss them. We don't miss them when they are young. And then we have regrets when they are old. At the end of the day, some will be missed, but let us try our best not to miss them. Let's put in the kind of network. And if it means getting 5 other leaders to work with the leader, then do that. The second point is simply this. We have to understand that at the end of the day, some of the players will come, some will not. No matter how good the recruitment is, no matter how successful the program is, no matter how organized and modernized the federation is, some of the players will not come and play for Jamaica. That's cool. That's cool. They will up to play for England or up to play for America, and that's okay. Because some will come and some will not. And it's for your own reasons. And that is okay. Now, I was going to talk about what military guna, because what? Yeah. We need some free scout, all right? Yo. Anyways, we're going to touch about that, Jim. But here's the next thing, right? So I just think, yeah. But TikTok, you and I are saying the same thing, you know. We need a bigger network of qualified people that's doing it. That's what I am saying, you know. That's what I am saying. And while which is what is going to happen, like the Lee Craft Letman or the leader, then go have to call other people around and around the place, because how Jamaica is, you're not going to have all your eyes on the local talent. That's it. You need people. All right? But you're going to miss some. So let's try our best. But let me say this, right? So we need to understand that some will come and some will not. Military Guna was saying that, listen, if you start bringing all of these players, you know, what going to happen to local football? Because that's what he was saying. Marlon Glean was saying. And it's a very important point that must not be ignored. Because what he's saying is that if every time you look at your national team, nobody and you look at the under 20 and under 17, this is the point he was making. He was saying, when you look at these teams, you don't see anybody who play football in Jamaica in any of your teams on a consistent basis, then it's going to cause the local football to die. So it was basically raising the point of how do you still recruit the best and still have, youngsters in Jamaica, having this passion, the desire to wear the national colors and get the opportunity to do so when they're up to standard. So here's what I keep on saying, that and the Jamaica Football Federation, I think, has to find a way of doing this. I think at every single time we must have a under 23 group of players, the top players in the league, under 23, being worked on and developed in season and off season. Because here's why. We have to find a way of developing local or domestic talent while we're getting the best talent to plug into our senior team. We have to still be able to find a way to find a developmental path. So a Ricardo Gardner, Ricardo Fuller, Jermaine Johnson, these guys can, Claude Davis, these guys can still come through the system and get to play overseas and get into the national team. We have to do that. It's a very hard balance, because the truth is that the fans want the senior team to do well. And a lot of people would rather the senior team win tournaments and qualify for tournaments at the expense of domestic football. But here's what is going to happen. If you do that, a lot of the people who are in Jamaica are not going to be traveling all over the world to watch the team. And it may not fill the stadium. So the team will be sustained, right, by just people outside of Jamaica. So when that stops happening, what is going to happen and what you will find is that when you come back locally, no, the passion and desire die out. Because there's no football, there's nothing. So we have to keep the balance. How the GFF is going to do that, they have to be very creative. Maybe we need to have, like I said, an under 23 team where you find the elite under 23 players and let them play in some tournaments. But we have to find a way so people can know, them money get called up, or them money just come back from here. So them money just come back from here. So because there's still a part of Jamaica that a man is a national. You're the man, them just come back from national. And when you come back into the league with that kind of portfolio, right? When you come back into the league with that kind of portfolio, people want to come and watch you. People want to see what you have been doing, what you have been up to. That is why the Mobile United fans, they have flocked back to Mobile United to watch Turtleman and Brian Brown. And you understand me, and Jordan Fletcher, because it's player coming back into the system. The Mount Pleasant fans in St. Anne wanted to go back and watch Daniel Green again. Imagine if Kaim Paris, for example, came back and played, because there's an attraction to the local game when they have these profile players in the league. So we have to find a way through the club and the national academy to find a crop. And we have to do it for the female team, because how the female team is right now, that is why the local female league is so weak, because most of the girls in the local female league don't represent national team. We don't know them. If Bonnie Shaw were here, you would know about the league. You understand me? If Cameron Simmons, if these girls are here. So we have to be able to be preparing these girls and these young men, let them play, let them go tour the Caribbean, something. That means if Ethan Pinnock is out, you have a under 23 player that has been playing 15 games for Jamaica, traveling here and there in friendlies and stuff, and playing games. We have to find that, because the truth is the national senior men's team is one of the many facets of the football. It cannot be the only one. It cannot be, because the league itself is going to die. And I'm telling you, if the Premier League die, football dead in Jamaica. I can tell you that. Schoolboy football, me tell people this. Schoolboy football cannot sustain Jamaica's football. Nobody fool, Like schoolboy football is this big thing. You want to go and watch some of the other school them when them playing. When Belmont probably playing all Petersfield. Check the crowds. When you play those games on Saturdays, check the crowds. Robert Lightburn playing Anatomy High. Check the crowds. Iona playing Araka Bessa. Check the crowds. People don't even know them team there. About not Gallimore versus Yarcastle on a Saturday. Check the games. So when we talk about schoolboy football, really, we talk about an upper elite group of teams that pull crowd. But the majority of the league is not strongly supported. Man, say strongly disagree. Where does Jamaica football progress to by using which local players? What are you talking about? What you disagree? What? Come on, what you disagree with? You disagree with while you have your national team playing, you have an under-23 set of players, the top players in the local league playing friendly games. You disagree with that because it's not going to help the progress of the football? How that have to do with 1998? The 1998, the local players were in the senior team. And where did the team progress in 1998? They went to the World Cup. Some don't understand. Big up Commodad. So I don't understand what you disagree with, Kwame. What? I'm not sure. We're talking about having an under-23, your best under-23 players in Jamaica and giving them opportunities. What are you talking about? So you have to explain to me, because I'm not sure what you disagree with. One thing I know is that in 1998, when the team qualified, it became the time when the team was the highest ranked. So I'm not sure where we progressed to. Bibi Gardner left Jamaica, Ricardo Fuller, all of those things happened because of 1998 when Ricardo, the transition in Jamaica football with so many people going into Europe and overseas because of the 1998 World Cup. So I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're saying. If you have no football playing locally, you think the football going to progress when we call up a senior team? So you have to explain to me, because I'm not sure I understand what you say. All right, me love this, Me love this. Our scouting network, we will not find everyone. That is it. You see me, I tell you, are the characteristic of the player may not suit the coach. Them thing I need leader to come and talk to him about, Right? That me agree with. You can't find everyone, so you need other eyes. Hey, me I tell you, I don't want to call the person name, but the person here is a genius, We almost call him name, but he is a genius. That is it. Sometimes the player characteristic don't fit what the coach want to do. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. And sometimes you're going to miss, which is what we are saying. So we need to make it more. You understand me? Yeah. But we have to do something. Really look, you cannot have players coming up through the system who Balakar said don't call him name. Balakar has something. You understand me? We cannot have the football where there's nothing, which is what Marlon Glean was saying. So while I don't completely agree with military Guna, because you must make the national teams on merit. However, here is what is important. You have to build the capacity of those who cannot make it now. We cannot get to a point where we say, leave them because they're not good enough. Let's find the ones who are good enough. And no, you have to find a way of making the not so good better, so it becomes more competitive. And this is what Marlon said, that what we want is when a player comes from the States, when a player comes from England, when a player comes from other places in Europe, here's what. They're coming up to rival. It's not a, you don't walk into the team. I want you to imagine that, people. The better the players are, domestic players, North American players, and European-based players, the better they are, the harder the team will be to make. The harder the team be to make, it is the higher caliber talent you're going to get. Imagine if the team is so good that when you're talking about getting players from England, you only can, listen, you don't even bother look at championship again. That can only happen because you know why, for example, not that you can't find good talent in League 2, you know, but when you're going to League 2, for example, to find players, you know, that can't work, you know. It is saying that your local league is not strong enough. What should happen is that when a coach going to look at a League 2 player and him look at a Premier League player and say, no man, the Premier League player, no man, me see something. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. The clubs develop players. We don't want to go back over. Them a baby argument. That does not mean you cannot have a national system where you work with elite players. Here is what. Players are in a club, they are going to be developed. You can have a national academy system that helps with elite players. So listen. You hear what I'm saying? So we're not trying to be circular with the discussion. You can't say Coventry look better than Manchester United yesterday. No do that. Not do them thing them, man. We stay some man. Lord, Manchester United. I don't want to deal with Manchester United. No matter stress me out with Manchester United. Leave that alone, There's nothing to be embarrassed about. We are in a final, 2 finals in 2 years. Yeah, man, Balakar. True, you know, the JPL is helping in terms of exporting the players through their clubs. But what is important is this. We want, when you look at the JPL, like we should be able to look at the JPL and say, listen, 10 of them players here can go over in Europe right now. Because when you have that, it makes your team selections at the national level way more difficult. Like right now, how women's football is in Jamaica. If a women's football team, I go call up. It's like we don't expect no local players because we don't even know who is the star player. Let me ask you this. Tell me the 5 stars in Jamaica's JPL. Like star player that you say, yo, them man, they are baller. You understand me? You have players like, we can go through some of the names, you know, from in the days and the Walter Boyds and the Cantiel and the Jeremy and Ewan. You understand me? You can go through and through. The Paul T. got Davis, the Stylo Banks and thing. You can go through and call names. Tell me 5 players in this season Premier League where you say, yo, them man, they are a star. Like you look at them and you say, yo, this year man, enough of them in Jamaica play him too good. Like when you remember you had that Waterhouse left back, we played at Europe, Phillips. Phillips his name? Yeah, man. Them are. Maybe somebody say Kaim Dixon. You know what? Kaim Dixon is a player that are really, really rate. Good attitude, and even Justin Dunn. Good attitude as young players, you know. Somebody say Calvin at Cavaliers. All right. But really and truly, like, tell me, like, top billing, like, you say, yo, when you see the money I play, yo, me have to go watch the game right now because back in the days, you know, people never used to just watch team, you know. People used to watch, like, because this team will come and play. They want to watch this player. I'm telling you. And that is what I'm saying. It says that there needs to be that building of the star quality in the league. Because it is when the players get to that point that we can seriously say, no, man, this man deserves a looking in the national team because he's soon gone to Europe. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. There's some good young talent. Good young talent. The Shepherd, the Devante Campbell, the Calvin Cavaliers. You know, say me rate Kaiming. But it's not like, to me, I think he's a very good footballer. But me think like him, I say, yo, he's a star. But you ask me, I think he's one of the better ballers in the league. But him have the star quality there. Busy, good baller, him have the star king. Good baller them, Shepherd that on it. Some good baller in the league, you know. But you see the star quality thing there. Daniel Green, good baller. Akwasa Chung, good baller. I'll take one call and then we're gone. Welcome. Welcome, Balakar. Where you going with?
Oh, me here I talk about that, but for me in the JPL this year, whenever Mount Pleasant play any team at all, me know probably 95 Jacksal or whoever out there go watch for Ochi. Want to see name me for sleep no man.
Kylie Overy.
No, Kyle Overy. The number 7 man.
Devante.
Yeah, Devante. Man is man. We don't know about nobody. Every time that you play in the JPL and watch, any in catch a ball, a 3-4 defender in destroy everything. So when me they say him need a little bit more development, but when me see him can start off just like Time Paris in a smaller part of Europe where he can get bigger. You understand?
Yeah.
Because his pace and his trickery right 2 foot he can kick you off. Both corner, right foot, left foot, free kick. Is that some of the time you feel like them have a first who kick free kick already? So they're not making kick certain things. But in bad management.
Yeah, man, good young talent. But Balakar, who you say are the face? You know, like how people say LeBron James are the face of the NBA. Who is the face of the league? Like, yeah, man, yo, anyway, them man they there, people want to go watch them. No matter which team you support, at them man they want to play.
Well, at the present moment, they're on the little youth there now. That are Dixon, you know. You understand? They're on him. And
Dixon are done.
No, man, Dixon, man. Kind Dixon, man. No, Mr. You said to me, you know, at the present moment where me see the go on, you know. You understand? And from the day.
So you think say Karim Dixon, more people that want to go watch Karim Dixon than Justin Dunn? Me let's ask.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah? Okay.
Right now. Man is man, the crowd and the attention with that you bring to the JPL. You understand as me and here say attitude towards the game, everything right. If you might play center forward and the coach go and go play on the right, and do it with a willing heart and go over there and you might play the same way like and play center forward. You understand?
You know that time when like Alex Marshall and the Jordan Fleck, them man should have been like the next set of star and they might give them, you know. We make people run go watch the JPL, you know. But them never make the kind of transition there.
You know what the reason why man is man? If he say when them did come up young, the boys where they bout now in a football, I never eat at that time. You understand?
Let's go through the team, them Balakar. Who you say yo? Who are above you say yo? Them man they are baller. Would I pay any money if you go watch them man? Who are above you?
Nobody are above you.
All right, tell me a man. Waterhouse.
The brother them. The brother them. I think in brother left and they are double holding.
Denado.
Me that watch Denado.
All right.
The next team.
Don't be holding.
Nobody.
Yes, let me tell you. All right, Portmore.
You have couple. You have Steve Young. that I defender.
Yeah. You'd pay any money if you go watch TV Young. Me not talk about that's a good
Yeah.
baller, you know. Okay?
No, me that watch him. You know the reason why I say that man is man. You see that little youth grow, come right through. When him go put more, him go at the start, you know. But you know when you come from country, you're not going to no team. So
Actually, you know him from Trelawney, man.
no man is man. But by right now, you know, any JPL team I pick at the ear, you know, him a nice centre back.
Okay. But you have the youth name when him Alex Marshall out there true and Walsh.
Him Alex Marshall.
And the one named Walsh.
No. Walsh have to get back. I want good look baller. But some of the time in last out I game if you now get it.
Marlon said Nelson Hadley, Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, Nelson. Yeah, watch it.
Yeah, what about Mobile United? We say, yo, why you mad? Them man they play me halfy. I must say the Brazilian. Who else they Mobile?
Me don't go watch Jordan Fletcher, me don't go watch Kirkman, man. They don't watch number 10 same way.
Really?
President. Me don't watch President. Mobile United have a good squad going, you know.
People, Balakar, generally people now say, yo, you're mad, me have to go watch. No, sir. Is it like probably around 3 man amount Pleasant, and that don't mean the players are not good enough. It's just that.
Yeah.
Like, who they are Cavaliers? Who they are Cavaliers? I can say, yo, like maybe Adrian Reed, Calvin, and maybe what name Barrett.
Yeah, I made a watch Minto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which other team? Veer.
Nobody have Veer.
Humble Lion.
The school you just left school. Number 10 there.
Do I say me that pay money if you go watch a Kwasa Chung?
The you score the hat-trick fan.
Clear Clark.
Yeah. Look.
But Veer now have Kemar Beckford, man.
Honest man. Me say nobody have Veer. Me, that's my opinion.
Alright. Treasure Beach.
Nobody.
Limal.
The centre back. The captain.
Oh, the man is well.
Yes, that you can play. I'm not feeling go to Limal next year.
Which team leave out? Tivoli?
Justin Dunn. You have this little you thing. And look you play for the wing, man. You know, lose the ball much for Tivoli. But name a slip me right now, man.
Them have one name Nake Fuller, man. Bad baller too, you know.
Him me attack. Man in a lose the ball. So you see what we are talking about?
Want to earn it.
Don't watch Wolf man. Earn it have Wolf baller, man.
That you don't pay your money if you go. What I'm saying, you know, like you see, this is the thing now, you know, is when we talk about star quality, who are the players that you'd pay money to go and you leave and say, yo, yeah. You see what I say, cause
here they are read Dick, so you see him Auntie love talk about have a good season with a watch him too.
Oh, Martin.
I have a look at you name National.
Oh, Jaim.
Him can play too. Me that pay money or watch them play.
He look like he pay money go. Mullines.
I don't know about the Mullines.
What have the Jason Wright?
No.
Alright, sir.
Remember say we left last year go go watch Mount Pleasant, you know, and we never regret it. Because a good match. I tell you that man is money 2 match the half of the match and the Mount Pleasant match.
Alright. Alright, so listen, Balakar, you're the last call, so let's take this. Give me a pick for tonight's game.
Portmore. I put one on who they play. On it. Put one on who they play. On it.
Yeah.
On it, may I pick.
Yeah, pick on. Yeah, pick on it.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to Waterhouse, you know. Some reason. Portmore on it and Waterhouse, may I pick the winner then.
On it and Waterhouse.
Yeah.
So that means you believe that Arnett and Waterhouse going through?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The
Over Tivoli?
moment.
You believe it? Okay. Whoa.
You see the Tivoli team right now. I'm sure in their position here. And I feel say Waterhouse will get the best of them. You understand? And Arnett will have the crowd behind them. And with that crowd behind them and them a play and them start building rhythm management trouble. When them a play against Evil, Mount Pleasant, and I see them start knock some ball, you know. Threat, you know. Because they will knock you right out of the park, you know.
I am picking Portmore. May I pick the two teams with them where you not pick?
Yeah, man, that's good.
Portmore and Tivoli. We think Tivoli
might edge
Waterhouse. Think the Waterhouse forward missed too much goal. When name Brian?
True.
I feel like Tivoli always have goals in them. I feel like Portmore have the least amount of losses. Them draw a whole per game. So I feel like Portmore, although through the grapevine say some challenges of a Portmore that the coaching department did. So I hear through the grapevine, you know. So I wonder if that's going to affect them, you know.
When they change coach?
No. It's like I think the coach probably did get married and they're on the honeymoon, you know.
The senior coach for the
team. And Rudolph Austin not there. Or was not. Well, I think him supposed to be. Yeah, him there now. So them supposed to good still. Yeah. But I feel like Portmore can roll out at Nika one. Yeah?
Have a good team, you know?
Yeah. And them have a good defensive team, Young and them man there, you know.
And it's bad. You ever next year them and say Arnett they play.
What you mean, man?
And they hold you around one part. Remember,
okay.
You know, the 12 men for them, you know, can be vital, you know, when the crowd start make up the night, you know. Because in Jamaica, probably Mobile United, probably Mobile and Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant for sure can do it. We have fans that can match up with Arnett. No other team will really carry them big crowd, you understand?
Yeah.
So I love that, and we just want the football go forward. I'm love the direction with the football go right now. You understand? And everybody deserve a second chance in the national team same way. We just need to move forward.
True.
You understand? That more answer. Some people feel understand, so when they hear me not come and they program them like first time and make up nice and great. I just entertainment me there doing for back then time, but I look into myself and say, yo, football needs to go forward for real.
Yeah.
You understand? So I just that want to see the football go forward.
All right, my boss. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. You understand? And so when you get to the semi-final, who are going to the final? Just final thing, quickly.
Who are going to final?
Yeah.
Unpleasant, they're going to final. I don't know who are going with me.
Eh?
Unpleasant, I know they're going to final. I don't know who they come.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So, man, hold on. We make the knock to final up the same place there again.
Sabina Park?
Stadium, carry go. Yeah.
Then National Stadium no better, man?
vibes of the Asabar up a bit.
Nah, man. Balakam, I feel like you never going to the stadium. Hey, Balakam, we'll take our next call because we have our own. We're supposed to wrap up now. So I'm going to give Dwight a couple of minutes and then end the show. Big up yourself, my brother. All right, Dwight. Yeah, we have like 2 minutes. Hold on there. I'm not here. Oh, I want it. Yeah, man, I hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah. You're muted, Dwight. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Management, quick question for you. Which JPL teams are playing in that U17 league that they're going to start?
With JPL team, all the JPL teams supposed to be in there.
Well, they're supposed to, but there's like a few of them now go feel aside.
I don't know. I'm going to find out from Mr. Speed. Tomorrow morning at 11, we have a big surprise interview. So maybe during that time we can get it. But I will check on that and find out which one of the JPL teams will not be participating and why.
All right. Respect, sir.
Yeah, man. All right, then. Cool. All right, my people. Listen, what a good show it was. You understand me? All right, let me say this, right? When I started out the show, we started out the show asking questions so we can get answer. Leader came on and I think he took the show down a different thing. You heard me from the beginning of this that I think and way before the appointment when he was being discreet, I told him that this is a good thing. And I think because he has been doing it at no cost, that if he's being rewarded, I think it is a deserving post for him. And I believe that he has done a lot of good. And like we have said before, good thing that the JFF is now expanding or initiating a scouting network to get talent. I don't want people to misunderstand and feel like so they are beat this and beat that. All right? So, leader brought up a person that he should not have brought up on the show instead of the one that we wanted to talk about. Because like Brian came on and stated some facts about that players. And we have some information. All we want leader to know is that you cannot do this on your own. You are going to miss people. You should have a network, which you say you have. But even with a network, there are people who are going to be missed. That's just the nature of it. What we should not do is miss the ones that are very evident and right before our eyes. Every youth that is up to the standard deserves a chance. Not to make the team, but to at least display their talent in front of others. And some of them are not going to be good enough, and that is fine. So they can say, well, they tried out and did not. It shouldn't be that they were good enough, but was never given an opportunity. I want you to understand that, all right? And when we have robust discussion, and I'm going to tell you this, when we have robust discussion and strong discussion, a lot of people don't like it. I don't have a problem having discussion. I don't have a problem. And sometimes for some people, it sounds like, oh my God, he's disrespecting man is disrespecting him. Listen, it's when I finish this program, I don't make things personal. I don't do that. This is me. You are too big to occupy unnecessary space in or on my fist-sized heart. So when the program is done, let's put that. I see leader at the game, me and leader heal up and talk. No personal thing, but I'm still going to tell him. And listen, knowing leader, he's going to be the same way on the phone. That's it. Same thing like all Mr. Speeden. You see me, Mr. Speeden may have whole of disagreement. But when you see we talk, mutual respect. Because we separate things. So we have to teach people across our country that we can talk and argue and still live good. We don't have to fight and kill. We don't have to be Jamaican male, leave malice to female. don't begin to take up personal things. Everybody, this is crazy. Now, there are times when people cross the line, and you have to change the nature of the relationship. But you know how it is. But for the most part, I think today's conversation, I know somebody think like bring confusion. Somebody are saying that management give the man a chance to talk. You understand me? I want to tell leader the same things. I need to give me a chance to talk. And leader refuse to answer questions. He always want to give explanations. All right. So, people, big up every Manchester United fan. Bless up Manchester United, the biggest club in all of England. Always and forever, even now. First, they had a van. No, first they had a old gun, wasn't firing. So they went and they get a van girl. Van did a spotter. Better than they stick to the gun or stick to the van. Because now they go pick up Hog. And Hog no really move too fast in a mud. So, who to blame? You understand me? How you move from gun to van, now to Hog? Tomorrow we have a big one, right? We're going to try to see if we can get the president of the GFF to come and speak. Big up for yourself, all United fans. Tomorrow, Dre Any Weather Sports. Tomorrow, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Man, them get cold already. Cold. Them get cold already. You understand me? Because them hear that. Them coming to the Emirates. But everyone, listen, have a good day. I am management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. It's a blessing to be with you. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the content. You understand me? Lots of love, lots of respect to every single one. Leader, bless up yourself. All the persons who never made a comment, listen yourself for the super. Think we got membership. Big up yourself. 6-month membership. Drew Fortis, and big up. We have some people who send your super sticker through the Zelle. Bless up to them as well. Bless up Unseen for the info on the U18. I am management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and as usual, when we get to the end of the show, we say we are over. And we are OUT out of here.
Watch about dog, SK New Erdis. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah. Someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.